Hello crafty friends, recently I put a poll up on my community page here on YouTube asking what cards you'd like to see me make over the coming months. One that came up a few times was Valentine's cards, so I thought I would make a card for you today along that theme. And as I was scrolling through some images on the internet, I found this one and it caught my eye, partially I think because of the colours. I love these particular colours, but also because it's got lots of hearts down one side and they are forming the edge of the card. Now it was made with a die, but I haven't got a die like that. So I thought I'd see if I could recreate this look using dies that I do have. So these are my nesting heart dies, and I think I will just use these three from this set here. And I'm going to use a 5x7" card blank, because I think these will work size-wise. And I'm going to cut off, I think, about 1.5 inches, or 1.25 inches, I think, just off the front of the card. And the hearts will make up the 1.25 inches that I cut off. I'm just thinking I probably want to cut maybe 3 or 4 of each of these hearts. So I've chosen 4 Distress Oxides to create my patterns with: Uncharted Mariner and Broken China, which are greeny blues, and Peacock Feathers and Salvage Patina, which are bluey greens, I think. Now the patterns on these hearts are kind of modern patterns, I'd say, but I'm going to go for something a bit more mixed media-y. I've got a script stamp here, and I think we'll start with Uncharted Mariner. So we'll get that inked up, and then I'll take a bit of card and press that down on there, and I can die cut a heart out once the ink's dry. Yep, happy with that. I'm going to stick with Uncharted Mariner and stamp on some postmark stamps. I'm just going to cover the whole of this thing in postage stamps so I can select an area to die cut from. They're not postage stamps, they're postmarks. So for my next stamp, I've got this leaf pattern, and I'm going to do that in Broken China. So let's see, I could cut that out. I might do another one. Yep, could definitely get something out of there. This is a grungy distressed set of concentric circles. With something like this, you could stamp any pattern on, whatever your preferred pattern is, whether that's modern or grungy, or you could even use pattern paper. This is a bubble wrap texture, and I'm going to do this in Salvage Patina. I'll try and add a little bit onto the sides so it gives me a few more options size-wise, not sidewise. There we go. So this one is linen textured. I'm going to use Salvage Patina again. I'm actually going to stamp that again so I get a double pattern. It'll make it a bit more saturated, a bit more intense. And I think I could stand to do that again a third time. Just build up the pattern a bit. Yep, liking that. This is just a grungy, swipey stamp. And I'm using Peacock Feathers. And for the last one, I've got a marble type stamp. Might do 2 of these just so I've got extra to play with. Very happy with that little selection. What I shall do now is cut out a bunch of hearts using my die cutting machine. So I've got all my hearts cut now. On here, all the hearts have a white outline. I think that comes from the die cutting process using this die, but obviously I can't do that. I did think about using the bigger size up of the nesting dies to create a white surround for each heart, but they're not quite the right proportions for that. So I am going to try doing some heat embossing. So I'll do this big heart. I've treated it with anti-static powder. And now I'm going to go around the outside with an embossing pen. I'll do half and see if it works. And this is Wow Superfine Opaque White. That didn't stick very well. I think I'm going to bin this. I don't think it's got much ink left in it, and I can't really see a way of opening it up to add more. Plan B is to go around the outside with some glycerin using this nail polish bottle. Right, that's stuck well. I'll heat that and see what it looks like. So I think that's okay. It's a bit thicker than I would have liked. Just go over it again. I'm not sure it's going to give me the look I really want. The other idea I had was to use some Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof white ink. This might be more accurate. Use a small brush to add it. We'll see if it absorbs any of the ink from beneath. Yep, that's worked. I think I like that. Yep, so what I'm going to do now is go and put a white border using this on all my hearts. Right, I've got all my hearts ready to rock and roll. But before I do anything else, I want to stamp my sentiment. And I've got a variety of XOXOs. This one's quite small in a rustic typewriter font. I think that's the only one on there. Oh, there's a scripty XO, which I could double up. There's a big kind of brush script letter one there. And on this one, there's more of a blocky font. I'm thinking that might be the right size. I think on the image it is stamped in black, but I don't really want to introduce black as I haven't got black anywhere else. So I'm going to stamp it in the darkest colour, Uncharted Mariner. I'll give it a second go. On the card there is a little heart there next to the XOXO. So I'm going to add one. And I'm going to do that in Salvage Patina, the lightest colour. This heart just happened to be on one of the stamp sets. Okay, that looks fine. Right, let's add some hearts. So this one I'm thinking go up here is actually miscut because I messed up putting it in my die cutting machine. So I think that can go up there because it will be covered up by something else. So that's basically what's there. I think that works, but I might just rearrange those to my own taste, I think. I'll put some glue on the part of the heart that's going to be stuck to the front. I have slipped a little bit of non-stick paper in there just in case I get some glue on the background there. I think I'm going to go for a smaller one. Most of the hearts on the example card were large hearts. I'm thinking I'm going to have 3 sizes rather than just 2. I do want to check that it's not sticking out past the edge of the card. Might put another one of these bubble wrap ones up here, so we've got a lighter one at the top. I'm liking the way that's looking. Now obviously when you open up the card you've got all these bits of hearts sticking out. So what you could do is you could add hearts over the top like this. So you could have another load coming in from the side. I haven't got any spare big ones. So you could bring the pattern onto the inside of the card, which would look good. But you could also just cut some white ones and stick them over so it's purely white. I think if it was me, I'd be inclined to do a whole nother load of pattern ones. In fact, I'm going to stick that one down there, and then later on I'll cut 3 more large ones and add those. You just have to line them up so they're not visible from the front. Might make the card quite chunky, but that's okay. Might not be one you post. It'd be one you hand over or put in a parcel. So yeah, I think I'll cut 3 more patterned ones, stick those on, and then add some of these remaining little ones over the top, just as long as they don't stick out past these. Now, one thing to note is that the bleed proof white ink that I used is slightly creamy compared to the card blank. If that bothers you, then maybe try and match your white card blank to whatever you put around the outside. So you could go for a creamier off-white card blank. Alternatively, forget about the white edge and just leave them as they are. Or you could add a different colour edge. You could put a darker edge with a pen, or you could add maybe gold or silver or whatever metallic goes well. So I think what I would do in future is I might gild the edges of the hearts with something, bring in a bit of sparkle and shine that way. Now on the example card, we've got this bit of ribbon here and a knot at the top. I think that adds a nice touch of luxury, and it's in the same colour family as the hearts. I'm not sure that I've got anything like that. I might have some embroidery thread. I'll just go and have a quick rummage and see what I've got. So I haven't got any ribbon that matches, but I do have these embroidery threads. So I've got the 2 there. I've knotted them together, so there's a light one and a dark one. I'm just going to temporarily adhere that there and wrap that around the card to see if it adds anything. Yeah, I quite like that. So I'll twist these so they're more entwined rather than just next to each other. And then wrap them around the card, trying not to bow the card. Twisting as I go. Now that's as far as I can go really. I'm going to unstick this bit and bring it back round the front. And then tie a knot. Now I don't know if this knot is going to be very attractive on the front. Some kinks in the thread that, yeah, just don't look great. So what do you think? I don't think that's a bad approximation for a prototype. Definitely needs some shimmer and shine. Definitely would choose a card blank colour closer to this off-white here, but I would maybe not bother with the white around the edge and just go around with something else like gold, either gilding wax or a gold pen. Or if you've got an embossing ink pen that actually works, you could use that and heat emboss the edge of each heart. And I think it would look better with ribbon, but I haven't got any. I do like the idea of carrying on the external pattern onto the inside of the card. Right, there you go. That's today's card and today's video done and dusted. I hope it's given you some ideas on how to spend less and craft more. If it has, do let me know in the comments. I look forward to seeing you back here for another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.